Hi everybody, it's been about 3 weeks since I last did my video on the dashboard, which I'm dead happy with. That looks really good now. I've spent the last sort of 6 weeks basically trying to learn to spray paint, and I've not done a video on it because I've spent more time spraying stuff or attempting to spray stuff, letting it dry, and then rubbing it down and spraying it and rubbing it down and spraying it and rubbing it down. That's basically all I've been doing for 6 weeks because it's been an absolute mission. So I've kitted myself up with a 100 litre air compressor. I did start putting a video together on that, and I just haven't posted it because the content was just rubbish. This is one of my guns which I'm using for primer. I've got another one back here for which I've been using for the colour and lacquer. I've got some parts here, the new grill that's been gloss blacked and lacquered, and it looks crap. Everything is just So give you a bit of an update. That is how the van's looking now. So all of that bottom area of the sliding door, I've had it off and in the garage, and it's had a coat of the high build primer. Let's tell you what, let me swap this around. The tailgate has had a couple of coats as well. It's been primered and it's had a few days of drying, and it all needs like block sanding down now to try and get it flat, as does the sliding door. Both doors I've actually done some sandblasting, and I've sandblasted all of the bottoms of the doors here. Then I've used the rust treatment, and I've used Tiger Seal to replace the seam. They're in much better condition, and I've started rubbing this down now with 500 grit, so that's not too bad. The bonnet is what I've been using to practice my spray painting. I don't know how many times I've painted that and I've had a problem, like the paint wouldn't leave the gun properly and it's come out all blotchy, and I've been messing about with different air pressures. Eventually I've managed to get it okay. The main problem I'm having is dust settling in. So no matter how much cleaning I do and I get the surface absolutely immaculate, I start spraying and then everything just starts settling on it. So that's the problem I'm having. This is the side. So that's been rubbed down. All of this sill, I did this a few weeks ago, that's all been welded up and then filled, and that's actually got like a stone chip paint on that, so that's looking in really good condition now. The wheel arch back here does need flattening down, that all needs priming. This all needs priming and then all flattening down. But the main problem I'm having are still things that need to be done. As you can see, the windscreen needs to come out because not only is it cracked there, so it needs replacing, but I do need to treat all of this area. So the glass is going to be coming out, and then I will treat all of this area, and then I'll have to repaint and put a new windscreen in. And then look at this, that window is falling out, probably because they've just used silicone rather than the proper windscreen adhesive. So between there and all underneath has completely come out, so it's only the top that's actually holding that glass in at the minute. One thing after another in it. Van runs nice. All of this has been restored over the last year. All of my engine bays all lovely and clean and tidy, so I'm really happy with what's going on in there. The inside of the van is still just a bare shell. My wings, they've all been primered. I do need to do another coat, a couple coats of the high build on that area there, which is why I've got it masked up ready for another couple of coats. So I'm waiting until I've got something more worthwhile actually mixing up some primer for, and then I'll get a couple of coats on that as well. It's just not worth, if you've got a tiny little area, it just isn't worth mixing up primer and then going through the whole cleaning your gun out and all that lot. So it's worth just waiting until you've got a few things. All of the dashboard, happy with that. That's all looking good. And then something that I'm doing again is getting back on top of keeping track of bolts. So what I do is get a piece of cardboard, stab a hole in it. If you take out a screw, stick it in and mark up where it's come out from. Much easier way of keeping track of where your bolts have come from for all your bits and pieces. So one of the issues I'm kind of having, because I'm doing this on a driveway, is having to strip things down like the doors to take it off and do some work on it, and then it's got to go back on again half finished just for the night, and then the following day you're taking it off and putting it on, taking it off and putting it on. So it's just taking a really long time. If it was in a workshop, if I had it in a shop, I'd be able to just take it off, do it, and then it only goes back on once it's finished. So everything's taking a lot longer than really it should do because I'm doing it on the driveway. Just show you the tailgate. So the tailgate's looking good. So obviously this has been smoothed off. That's the old badge, so I've just put that back in so I'm not getting all spray inside. That's going to go in the bin when I'm finished. But I've got to work on these lines. Look at that, that line's not right there. And it's a little bit dog-legged at the bottom. So I've got a lot of work trying to get that looking flawless. But generally, it's coming together. It's just taking a really long time to do. So that's where I'm up to, really, with the van so far. Big changes, but everything's just taking a really long time. So once I'm a little bit further into getting some of this stuff done, it may end up actually going to a body shop to actually get sprayed, just because I'm having such a nightmare with dust settling in the paint, especially when you do lacquer. That just shows everything. So if anybody does want me to do another video on, like, say, the air compressor or some of the tools, like I've got the sandblaster, there's actually bits and pieces I've not actually made much use of at the minute. Air hammer, that came in useful, that was good. But if anyone wants me to just do a bit of an overview on the issues I've had with the spray guns and things like that, I will do. Maybe put a bit of a video together of me actually doing it, but not particularly exciting to watch. Alright, so that's where I'm up to, guys. I will get back to my sanding. See you later, guys.